Hi friends, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing my weekly sales for October 26th through November 1st, and they were great. I sold 35 items, my gross was $1,147, and my net was $605. My average sale price was $33, and average time to sell was 1 month. If you are new here, my name is Amy, and I am a part-time reseller on eBay, Poshmark and Depop, full-time traveling ultrasound tech, currently in Kentucky on my lunch break. And this week is National Radiology Tech Week, so we are being recognized, all the imaging, the MRI, the CT, X-ray, ultrasound. So if you happen to see a friendly imaging tech, be sure and tell them thank you. Okay, let's start. October 26th, I had 4 sales, beginning with these STS Blue Women's 31 wide leg high-rise trouser jeans, dark wash denim stretch boho, sold on Poshmark for $30, and I will make $22.44, and they only took 9 days to sell, and I did get these out of the bins. So when I'm saying what I will be making, that is minus my cost of goods, minus my platform fees and shipping. All right. Next up is this Talbot's mixed yarn sweater, brown, size large, open knit layering, 3/4 sleeve, cotton boho, new with tags, sold on Poshmark for $20, and I will make $16, and this took 2 months to sell, and I got this from my sister, so no cost of goods. And then the Roback, the Palmetto, South Carolina golf polo shirt, navy blue, size extra large, performance, sold on eBay for $61, and I will make $43.84, and took 10 days to sell, and I got this in the bins. I was so excited to find this. I'd never found this brand, and it sold real fast, so real happy with that. And then these Rothy's size 8, the Point Ballet Flats amber knit slip-on shoe, burnt orange comfort, sold on eBay for my full price of $46.73, and I will make $21.42, and these took 6 days to sell, and I got these out of a ThredUp name brand box. Overall, I don't think I would get the name brand shoe box again. I just haven't sold very many things out of it yet, so I wouldn't get it again based on what I had. October 27th, I had 5 sales, beginning with these New Balance women's 247 Rev Light red running shoes sneakers, size 7, sold on Poshmark for $20, and I will make $11.85, and took 2 months to sell, and these came out of an American thrift supply shoe box, and I've had much better luck with their shoe boxes. Their shoes are generally in really good condition, and like these were flawless. They're not always like the biggest name brand, but they continue to sell. And then we had this vintage long burger, size extra large, black knit cardigan, embroidered bees. This was so cute. Granny cottage core, sold on Depop for $30, and I will make $19.82, and this took about a month to sell, and funny enough, it's going to someone right here in this town. I don't want to tell them that I just found it at our local Goodwill. All right, next up was a 3-purse bundle, and it was this Kate Spade satchel, geometric watercolor dots, shoulder bag, black, pink girly, and then this Michael Kors black monogram MK logo large wristlet clutch bag, and the Marc by Marc Jacobs classic leather Q Natasha black crossbody shoulder bag, and this sold on Depop for the bundle price of $53.68, and I lost $15.34. Everything took 2 months to sell. The 2 purses came up in the same ThredUp name brand rescue box, purse rescue box. The worst rescue box I've ever gotten, the name brands. Kate Spade was the only one in good condition. This Marc by Marc Jacobs, I mean, cute style, but it had significant wear and it was dirty on the inside, and I just listed it as is. And then it had the pink Dooney and Burke purse that was thrashed, and I have the Cole Haan burgundy purse still for sale, getting absolutely no traction on it. So I was happy to just move these out of my closet. You know, hopefully she enjoys them, she loves them, and she uses them. So sometimes you just take what you can get. Next up was this Lululemon women's size large, extra large, perfectly oversized crew heritage camo briar rose multi, sold on eBay for $39.95, and I will make $12.74, and took 11 days to sell. I did buy this at Close Mentor. It was on their clearance for 50% off, and this customer left me the nicest review, so I'm glad she loves it. And then we had this Coach signature purple stripe crossbody shoulder bag, brown tan classic jacquard, sold on eBay for $32.95, and I'm going to lose $3.76, and it only took 1 week to sell. This also came from ThredUp. I did use this once, so I figure, I rented it for $3.76. All right, October 28th, I had 4 sales, beginning with this Brooks Running women's t-shirt, size large, Run Hoppy Beer Happy Athletic Fit cotton, sold on Poshmark for $9, and I will make $4.23, and it took 23 days to sell. I got this out of the bins. Obviously, it's not something I would usually pick up, especially at a thrift store, but for some reason, I'm like, I just can't leave this. I just can't. I just loved the graphic, and as someone who was a runner, I'm like, somebody's gonna want this. Somebody who likes beer and likes to run is gonna want this t-shirt. So saved it from the landfill, yay me, and made $4 on it. All right, next up was this J. Crew perfect shirt, Liberty London primrose floral, size 0, preppy office blue, sold on Poshmark for $25, and I will make $18.44, and this only took 1 week to sell, and I got this out of the bins. And then this Halara Flex high-waisted jeans, pockets, casual wide leg pants, size medium, dark wash, sold on Poshmark for $29, and I will make $13.20, and this took less than a day to sell. I did pay up for these at Goodwill. I paid $10 for them. Why? I don't know. I just kind of felt like they were such a cute style. They were stretchy. I'm like, somebody has these jeans and loves them and wants them in another color, or someone who loves Halara wants these. I just felt it. I do think Halara is largely saturated on the resale market, but the couple of items that I've found have sold really fast. So I think it just kind of depends on what you have. So glad I got them. So next up, airy black maxi skirt, size medium, satin lace trim, pull-on, elastic waist, new with tags, grunge goth, sold on eBay for $25.21, and I will make $11.56, and this took about 2 months to sell. October 29th, I had 2 sales, beginning with this Charter Club ruffled pointel pink cardigan, size large, tie, wool blend, Y2K, coquette, soft, sold on Depop. I knew it was going to go on Depop for $22.70, and I will make $19.66, and this took 8 days to sell, and I got this in the bins. And then we had this Lily Pulitzer high tide scuba doo, I love it, scuba doo, Margot swing dress, size medium, resort wear, beach preppy, sold on eBay for $30.85, but they put in a return request already. It doesn't fit. This did come out of my own closet, so no loss there. I bought this, I think, last year, and I did actually wear it several times. It's just too big now, or I would keep it and take it to Mexico with me next month, but I thought someone else could enjoy it. So hopefully someone else will now want to buy it. October 30th, I had 6 sales, beginning with these Vivaya Margot Mary Jane square toe shoe, ruby red, size 9, comfort modern, sold on Poshmark for $44, and I will make $28.06, and they took less than a day to sell. I had no idea what these shoes were. I was at the Goodwill, and our shoes are all above the clothing rack. So I'm always really, really jealous when people go to their Goodwills and the shoe section is an actual section and you don't have to walk up and down all the aisles and try and peek up over. And these just grabbed me because I was like, Mary Jane's, red. They look like Rothy's. And I grabbed them. They were in fantastic condition. I don't even know if they were worn more than once. And I looked them up and I was like, oh, I definitely need to grab these. And they sold so fast. So keep your eye out for those. And then same thrift store, same day, I found the next sale, which was these Steve Madden Clayton black chunky heel boots, goth punk grunge size 9 retro, sold on Poshmark for $45, and I will make $29.40, and took less than a day to sell. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just got a message that the DIY designer boxes were up on the ThredUp site, so I of course had to go snag them before they all disappeared. So I got 2, and I got another Coach box, of course. All right, let's just get back to the sales. I think I left off with the Clayton Chunkies. So next up was this Y2K tank lot Harley Davidson graphic Henley ribbed size extra small, and this I Love Gossip baby lace, sold for $12 on Poshmark, and I will make $6.25, and they took 3 hours to sell. I got these out of the bins, and I got them originally thinking the buy sell trade stores would want them because they're very Y2K, very like on trend. Nope, I took them to Plato's Closet and Uptown Cheapskate, and they both passed. So I was like, what am I gonna do with these? I'm like, I don't want to list them separately. Like, I really don't care about them. So I'm like, oh, I'll lot them together. I listed them for $23. Obviously, I took an offer of $12 because I didn't care about them, and they legit took 3 hours to sell. So $23, she offered me 10, and I countered back 18 maybe, and she went up to $12. So I'm like, fine, just take them. Then she messaged me to see if I could ship them the same day. No, ma'am, no. Nope. I'm a next day shipper, even for Poshmark, and I'm at work. And you know what? If you had messaged me and said, hey, I'm gonna buy these full price $23, is there any way you can ship them today? I would have gone home after work, packaged them up, and take them to my post office that's open till 6 p.m. But no, you sent me a low offer and then want me to ship same day? I know, I sound real snatchy right now, but you know, what can I say? Sometimes you're not the only person in the universe. Okay, next up, this item. This vintage double-breasted 100% cashmere trench overcoat, dress car long coat, I said coat twice, black, size 40 regular, sold on eBay for my full price of $122.95, and I will make $81.91, and this took 1 day to sell. Now this person, I had this listed, and I did have an offer. I think I had an offer for $60, and I did counter, and I think they went up to like 70. And then this person messaged me and was like, hey, can I get the shoulder measurements and like the arm measurement, and I'm willing to pay full price. And I was like, absolutely, let me get those for you right away. Sure enough, they paid full price, and it's still on its way there. Unfortunately, it was all the way in California, so that takes forever to get to. But this coat, you guys, this was at the regular Goodwill for $7.95. $7.95 for this 100% cashmere, no holes, flawless coat. So I was like trying to like hide it in my cart, hoping that no one noticed that this should have been marked way higher. So thrilled. I did get it dry cleaned also before I listed it, because Goodwill of course had it on like the low rack, so the bottom of it was just like dragging on the floor. I think it was like the new color, so it hadn't been there very long, but I'm like, this deserves to be fresh and beautiful, and it was, and I hope he loves it. Okay, next up was this Victoria's Secret light ice blue Dream Angels floral lace ring slip dress, size medium, party, sold on eBay for my full price of $32.74, and I will make $18.49, and this took about a month to sell, and I did get that from a local estate sale. And then we had the Silpata Modern History Sterling Silver and Copper Ring size 7 chunky statement sold on eBay for $35.25, and I will make $20.66. This took 23 days to sell, and I did get this out of a ThredUp 15-piece jewelry lot. All right, October 31st, I had 5 sales, beginning with these Polo Ralph Lauren women's Polo Bear cowboy bandana trouser socks, blue Western size medium, sold on Poshmark for $15, and I will make $7.34. And they took 15 days to sell. They came up out of a ThredUp fun box. They were adorable. And then this Free People blue embroidered Persuasion boho peasant top, size large, hippie artsy cotton, sold on eBay for $36.85, and I will make $18.68, and took 16 days to sell. And I did also get this at Clothes Mentor. All right, next up, this Land's End men's black puffer down jacket, size large, 42-44, insulated winter coat pocket, sold on Poshmark for $30, and I will make $16.25, and it took about 2 months to sell. And then these UGG women's coquette Mongolian black size 7 curly lamb hair slippers bow, sold on Poshmark for $60, and I will make $36.29, and they only took about a month to sell. And these came from an UGG American Thrift Supply box. And y'all, these slippers are hilarious. Like, I hope they absolutely love them, and I hope they show them off with their little furry dogs on their feet, because they're so soft, but they are just so funny. All right, next was this Ann Taylor virgin wool brown plaid tweed blazer, size 6, equestrian office, sold on Poshmark for $21, and I will make $13.95, and this took 3 months to sell, and I did get this out of the bins. November 1st, the last day, I had 7 sales, beginning with this Beholden Monroe Georgette tan dress chiffon, size 8, bridesmaid wedding Hoko prom, sold on Poshmark for $51, and I will make $33.46, and this took 4 months to sell. A little story about this. I know I'm not a very fast storyteller, but this one, she bought this Saturday, November 1st, and messaged me Sunday saying, hey, is there any way you can ship this tomorrow? I need it by next Wednesday for a wedding. I'm like, yes, it's all packaged up and we'll ship tomorrow. And it was, because that was Sunday. I packaged everything up from the weekend on Sunday and take everything to the post office on Monday. Well, she messaged me Monday after it showed tracking and said, hey, it says it's not arriving till Friday, and I fly out Thursday. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do about that. I can't change anything, and I genuinely feel really bad about that, but I think there was miscommunication on her part and my part. I probably should have said something like, I can't guarantee delivery days, and I absolutely was thinking 10 days. Oh yeah, this is fine. Not thinking she legit needed it in 2 days. So I kind of expect some sort of return request. I did apologize and tell her she could reposh it with my pictures, but I just don't see this ending well. So that was a huge learning lesson, and I know now to say something about delivery times if people ask if something's going to arrive by a certain date. So learning lesson, yes, I feel bad, but also you waited until 2 days before you needed a dress. The end. All right, next up was this Polo Ralph Lauren jacket, kids size 5, blue small red pony logo hooded, full zip, sold on Poshmark for $18, and I will make $13.61, and this took about a month to sell, and I did get this out of the bins. So cute. And then these ivory, pearl, and sterling silver hook. Yes, I can read. Ivory, pearl, and sterling silver hook drop dangle wire ball earrings, party classic, sold on Poshmark for $15, and I will make $7.03, and took 24 days to sell, and these also came up in a ThredUp 15-piece jewelry lot. And then I sold this Dooney & Burke large fuchsia stripe slim wristlet clutch new with tags pink Barbie, sold on eBay for my full price of $37.24, and I will make $14, and it took about a month to sell. And then this Talbot's Lavender Argyle Lamb's Wool Angora button cardigan sweater petite medium cozy, sold on eBay for $24.77, and I will make $14.81. Took about a month to sell. I got this in the bins, and I do remember debating about grabbing this because I'm like, it's a petite medium. It's kind of an older style. Like, I think it was like, you know, probably at least 10 years old, but I'm like, it's lamb's wool. It's so soft. Had no holes, and I'm just like, so I'm really glad it sold, and I hope she loves it because it's adorable. It really is. The pearl buttons, so cute. And then we had this Eileen Fisher size extra large gray marled cotton cashmere mock neck pullover sweater tunic, sold on eBay for $41.98, and I will make $23.81, and this took about 2 months to sell. And the last sale of the week was this Columbia Men's Omni Heat waterproof breathable size small rain jacket black gray, sold on eBay for $27.85, and I will make $3.74. It took 15 days to sell. I did get this out of an American Thrift Supply outdoor box, and I have now made my money back on that. And I think I have one item left listed, and then the other item is gonna get donated. Or you know what? It's North Face, and North Face does trade-in. You can get up to $10 trade-in credit. So that's probably what I'll end up doing with that. But with this, I undercharged way too much on shipping. I only was charging $5.85 shipping, and it cost $9.74 to ship. It was going out to like Colorado, and I completely underestimated how much it weighed, and which I don't usually do. I'm usually pretty good about it. I don't weigh every item. I just kind of like average, you know, my shipping, list it. Some, you know, I make nothing on shipping. Some I'll make $1 or $2. But I think I need to start upping my shipping prices a little bit. I can no longer charge $5.85 for shipping on items, because unless it's jewelry, most everything costs more than $5.85 to ship. So learning lesson. So to summarize this week, I learned a lot. Shipping, letting people know, delivery times, like, I do feel really bad about that. But, you know, I did learn this week, which is exactly what we as resellers do, constantly learning, and I love it. I am here for it, and I had a really good week. This was a fun week for sales, for sure. So if you enjoyed this video, y'all, please consider hitting like or subscribe on your way out. Bye, friends.